accepted it as fine art, you know, but now it became like a really vast playground, you know. And I think, yeah, I mean, everything became like permitted and accessible and possible, yeah. I think.
Aaron, are you feeling similarly light as a feather, or what's your back history with photography?
Well, my history, I studied in New York, so I started off, the first photography that I did was in high school, and I had a teacher that was a Navajo Native American, and she put out a call for a grant that she'd won for students to go and visit the reservation in Arizona. So, so I pitched the idea that I could do a photo essay, basically. And so I got very involved in kind of documentary photography, but in a very mid-20th century way, and became obsessed with photography, kind of anything that was produced before 1970 in black and white. 35mm was kind of what I was really interested in at the time. And so the obvious place was to go to New York, where there seemed to be, this was in the mid-90s, so there was a very kind of thriving photographic, you know, photo-dedicated galleries, museums, places where you could easily go and see vintage prints by W. Eugene Smith or Paul Strand or Cartier-Bresson or Robert Frank. You know, you could interact with that work on a specifically photographic level. At the time I was studying the history of art as well, but I wasn't, I was engaging with it through kind of photography. And there was no kind of insecurity in my mind for photography. But my interest at the time was very much historical. And I was very much in denial about the fact that that world had kind of disappeared in terms of the editorial Life magazine kind of world. I was very romantic that, oh that's what I'm going to do, that's what I'm going to be. And when I got to New York, I got an internship